Hi everyone, I'm Shauna and welcome to my channel. Welcome into another Project Pan update. It's the fourth update in the series. This is my favorite video of every month. This month, I don't know, I could not believe it was time for another update. I was just like, April's over already? Leaving April behind is a good thing. As usual, I don't like to dilly-dally for these videos. I love to just jump right into the content. There's going to be pictures on the screen of progress like normal or as usual, and all the products are going to be listed in the description box below. I'm also going to be updating on the uses, so how often I used each product this month, and so let's get into the video. First product up was brand new last month, and it is the E.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I had used some of this before rolling it in, and so here we are now. You can see I've hit pan over there, but I had like actively kind of dipped into this product before, like in that area, so I just created a pan. So my guess is that this is going to take another 4 months. So one more month to hit this side, and then because it took me 1 month to kind of get here, I think this is going to be between 2 and 3 months of use for that side. I've really been enjoying it, and I've liked this more than the previous primer that was in here. That one was much more like a moisturizer. So this has just been really nice, and also with products like primers, I don't really feel as though they make a huge difference, and I'm not one to really, own like 10 primers, and I sometimes like won't even use primer. Either way, I've been using that other primer for such a long time. It was just kind of nice to switch it up and have something new to play with and like test out and figure out my opinions on it. And so far, I've really been enjoying this product. Let's now go to the two complexion products in here. And the first is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. I was here last month and now I am here this month. That's approximate. Both of the MAC products in this project, I've had them sitting out for a couple of hours, but they won't settle. They haven't settled yet. So I'm really hoping that the pictures will show more clearly the use on these products so far. Now, just for some uses, I use the primer 11 times and then I use the MAC foundation 12 times. So I use this alone a lot. I also mixed it in with my Quo foundation to adjust the color a little bit. Don't like that combination as much as mixing it in with the Catrice product that's now gone, but I like a little experimentation with what I already own. I also have been really into drugstore foundations. I've really been looking at like what's available at the drugstore because I think that's going to be my next complexion purchase. So I was really looking into what foundations are at the drugstore, and one of the products that was recommended over and over and over again, like best foundations at the drugstore for oily skin, was the Maybelline Superstay foundation, the one that I had decluttered a while ago. I still have it hanging around, so I didn't use it on its own, but I mixed it in with this product and I didn't like it. And it was just me trying to like see if I could use what I already have, but I was like, no, like you already know how you feel about this. So I did end up actually mixing it for maybe 4 or 5 days this month. Ultimately, just like this on its own compared to what I already have, which is nice to know. And also just kind of really re-solidified my feelings about that Superstay foundation. And it just surprised me that I didn't like it based on how glowingly it's reviewed on YouTube. Anyways, next up is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I actually didn't mark it for this month. I was able to guess with this. I can see a little bit inside the bottle, but with this, it has no, like, you can't remove the top, so, or the pump, sorry. So I'm not sure how much is in here and it hasn't settled. I'm really hoping that it will before I take the pictures and put it up. But I did use this product quite a bit. I used it 10 times. I did use my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer a couple of times as well. So not every time I wore makeup, but pretty close to it. I just went to go get my bronzer. I finished the Colourpop bronzer last month, or sorry, this month. And the funny thing about this is that I think it was 2 or 3 days after filming my April update, I finished it. And you know, I guess it's just how it goes sometimes. So I was experimenting with the bronzers I have in my collection, and the oldest thing that I own is the Hoola Bronzer. And I suspected I would put this into the project, and I am, but I guess what I ultimately decided to do was trade off between Hoola and then the Hourglass bronzer that's right there. I'll talk more about this palette at the end of the video, but I am rolling in the Hoola Bronzer. It's a mini, and that's where I'm at right now. This product was brand new. I had never used it, not even one time. I used the bronzer 10 times, so quite a few times, and I actually have mixed these two bronzers together quite a few times as well. I did that today. I hate the packaging on this. I don't know who thought that it would be a good idea to put a product in a box that makes it, I have my brush here, and it's also a mini. Like, why? Why are we doing that? I don't understand. So I was thinking of maybe taking this out of the pan, but I don't have anywhere to put it. So I'm just gonna, you know, keep it in here for now. And because this was brand new, I don't know how long it's gonna take to use up, but it is a mini. So hopefully I could actually finish this by the end of the year. That's the goal. That's the goal I'm setting out loud, and hopefully I can achieve it. But it was nice to use up that bronzer. That Colourpop bronzer was basically new in my 2020 project, so it took actually just around a year to finish that up. So if that bronzer took me a year and this is a mini and it's smaller, I think it'll take less than that. Now let's talk about the Lawless setting powder. I used this a ton this month. I used it 14 times, and I did make a mark down there. This is my most recent mark. I'm about here, but this is a product, you know, I've talked about before that just doesn't photograph well, and it's hard to capture how much is in here without actually weighing it, because you can have product, if you look at the size, it could be completely full to the back one month and mark here, and then the next month there could be a huge dip along the inside, and it still could be measuring at the front, or there could just be a lot in the cap. There's a little bit in the cap now, and this product was overflowing when I brought this into the product. Like, anytime I opened up the lid, it would, like, the product that was inside would spill out because it was so full. This does have a ton of product in it, but one thing I didn't know about this product, and this might just be because I got it as like a point perk. I can't remember if I bought it and I couldn't find it anywhere on Sephora. Like, if I got this as a point perk, it would show up in my transactions, and if I bought it, it would also show up in my transactions. So I couldn't find the product. I don't know how I got this. I know somebody didn't give it to me. I know that I did bring it in one way or another. So I just posted a video, or my previous video is updated makeup inventory, and in that video I updated on the numbers compared to January, but I also added in the financial aspect of things, estimating approximately how much my entire collection is worth, as well as each individual product category. I did not know until I did that video that this is about $30. This is a sample size product that retails for $30. It kind of blew my mind a little bit, and I was really shocked. And so my point being is that I wouldn't repurchase this. If you've been here for, you know, the past year, even the past couple of months, you know that I'm not a huge fan of a translucent kind of setting powder. It's just okay, and I think this is overpriced for what it is anyways. You do get a lot of product in here as far as like a mini or a sample size go, but you're paying for it as well. So I used this a lot last month. I actually think there might have been maybe a couple of uses that I didn't track, like reapplications throughout the day. And also there's a couple of days where I exclusively used this instead of my regular setting powder. So I felt like I made a lot of progress on this product this past month, and I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna be bold, okay y'all, I want to finish this for next month. There's basically nothing in the cap now. I'm trying to give you a good view of the product. There's just a little bit of product left, so I'm gonna do my absolute best to finish this for next month. I really want this out so I can roll in finally a full-size powder, probably the Wowder. I think I like that one the best so far out of what I have, and then move this out because this is just nothing special. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm gonna try hard to achieve that goal. Next up is my Colourpop eyeliner. Guys, I made huge movement this month on this product. I'm gonna show you the card. I was there last month and now I'm here. Like, look at that. That is the biggest movement to date. I'm really proud of that. I used it, you know, every day. I use this product 11 times, and quite honestly, the past couple of times I wore it, I was pretty liberal with it, like, you know, kind of going over it a couple of times, bringing it a little lower than I might normally. I think that this could be out for next month. I really do, and that's going to be the goal for this product. Get her out. I did buy my Marc Jacobs eyeliner, so that one is ready and waiting in the wings for when this is done, and so now that I own that one, I'm like even more ready to finish this. So I'm pretty motivated and I hope I can do it for next month. I have also decided to roll in a new product. It's the Essence Make Me Brow. And I finished a brow product last month and I really wanted to focus on another brow product, specifically this one. This has been in my collection for years, and there were a couple of years, at least one, maybe two, where I owned this, but did not use it. Like, I actively did not use it. And so I have been using this regularly, like every day for a year, and it's not going anywhere. It won't die. There's a ton of product that still comes up on this product whenever I dip it in. It won't die. So I am putting it in here to finish this up. I want this out. This is just a mediocre brow product, and there's better even at the drugstore than this. So I'm ready. It's been in my collection, my guess is probably on 4 years now. Like, it's a usable product, don't get me wrong, and I don't hate it, but there's just better. So when you know that there's better and you own the better thing, you want to use the better thing. You don't want to use the subpar thing. So I'm ready for this guy to go. And it's in here to motivate me to use it. So now let's talk about the lip products. I've made some really good progress on these as well. I've got the Ofra lip liner. There she is. She's getting quite small, and we are just about here. When I look at the card, the product use looks pretty comparable to what I have used like every month. It's pretty consistent. I wish that I could use this faster, and it kind of seems like a product that you could probably use pretty quickly because it's a sharpenable product, and the more you sharpen it, the more that, or the faster that it will go. And when I put this in last year, I did not imagine that I would be working on a single lip pencil. The only lip pencil that I use, that I would be working on it for basically a year and a half. I think that this is going to be in for several more months. I think it's going to be in for another few months, 3 to 5, somewhere in there. And then I see the lip pencils in my collection and I'm like, y'all, that's years worth of lip products in there. I'm not tempted to buy any more. I'm pretty happy with what I already own. More slow and steady progress to finish that guy. And hopefully it'll be out by the end of the summer. Let's look at the lipstick now. She's getting smaller. I'll show you the sheet. We are down there, and I've basically used up about half of the product at this point, maybe just a little bit less than that. And again, when I look at this product, like, this is a mini, and if I've used slightly less than 50%, let's say maybe 45%, it's taken me 4 months to use 45% of a mini lip product, which, if I follow that trajectory, it looks like it'll take you about 8 months to finish a singular mini lip product. I encourage you to watch that makeup inventory. It will be in the cards and link down below. But that video really made me very cognizant of how much money is in my collection. And every time I come back to this product, I think it's worth reminding myself and potentially even anybody else who needs it that our products last much longer than we anticipate. I mean, some go faster than others, but lip products, a mini lip product taking a brand new one at that, taking 8 months to finish. When we have 20 full-size lip products in our collections, then we have like a decade, at least me. I have like a decade worth of lip products in there that I'll never get to before they go bad. So here's my monthly reminder to myself and to you, you probably don't need more lip products. And I'm glad it's in here to help me focus on what I have and to provide that reminder. So thank you, Shauna. The next lip product is the Kosas lip oil. This one is in dip. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a pretty clear line about right here of how much I used. So I used the Bite Multi-Stick 18 times, and then I used the Ofra lip pencil 8 times, and then I used this 21 times. I didn't use this as much as I had the previous one that was in here, and I also believe that that product had more use on it than this one before it came in, like in the first place. The benefit of the other color, the jellyfish color, was that it was clear, so I could wear it when I was home and had no makeup on. I could layer it over top of lip products. This one has a pretty clear, distinct color to it, and it's fairly pigmented, so it just doesn't go with as much, so I'm not using it as much as the other color, but that's fine. I do hope that I can finish this next month. I can see pretty clearly inside. The center, like all the way down to the bottom, has basically hollowed out. So I actually think in the next week or two, I'm gonna pull the stopper, and there's tons of product left in this once you pull the stopper. When you pull the stopper on this, you do have to be careful, like all lip products. But because it's not a gloopy formula, it's not as big of a concern. And it's also a fairly new product, so I haven't done that with some lip products because, you know, they were really old and the product had changed color on the bottom. Not the case with this one. And I did that with the jellyfish color, and I know that I can like get in there and like scrape out the product, and I can basically empty the tube. So I'm hoping for this to be completely panned, stopper out, cleaned out by the end of next month, and that's going to be the goal. I am actually rolling in another new product, and it's another lip product, and the product I'm going to be rolling in is this. It's the Smith's Rosebud Salve, and I am here, so I'm pretty far down on the tube, and I used this, like bought this at the beginning of the year. I have a lot of what I call like the stay home or at home lip product. The kinds of products that aren't lipsticks or lip glosses, they're more like lip balms, very balmy, hydrating products, or products that I thought would be that. And I bought this off of a lot of recommendations, people who have really loved this product, and I also bought it in the tin. I don't know why I did that. That was a very bad mistake. In my opinion, I feel like the tin product is not the same formula as this. Like they feel very different. Either way, I have too many of those at-home lip products, and I am now putting it in as a regular category in this project. I probably have maybe 5, including this one, that need to be completely finished. So because this is the one that has the most progress, I think let's just get it out, start that kind of category with momentum, and then work in new products. And I hope to finish this by next month as well, and then I can roll in a new product in that category. Let's now talk about the bonus Hourglass palette. I did not provide an update on this last month because I had done my makeup bag and this wasn't in it. I recently pulled it in because I do really like the highlight, and I wanted to try out the bronzer and then also use some of the face powders, and this is a product that like I can use regularly. This is what the product is looking like. And I don't know if you can tell, I'm hoping that the close-up pictures will do it more justice. The top on this shade has really flattened out, and so it's like it's pretty flat, the top. It's not as much juice as some of the other products, but when you look at these two, you can tell, at least I hope, that like I'm kind of dipping in right here. I'll put my brush right in there between the colors, or like I'll kind of go like this, not over that one, but over those two. And I can see noticeable progress, and you know, I've seen it grow over time. I also started using the bronzer. I haven't seen a ton of noticeable difference in that particular one because I only started using it recently and I've used it maybe 4 or 5 times. So progress again is happening, and I don't think I'll hit pan on any of the shades anytime soon, but we're starting to see bigger dips, more progress, and that's kind of all I want, all I could ask for with that particular palette. So that is the update. As a recap for the goals, I would like to finish this product next month and this product, as well as these 2 products. I think this one is perhaps the biggest stretch. I don't know if I can do it, but I really want to put my mind to it and try. So that's the update. That's everything. Thank you so much for being here, and I really hope to see you again around here soon. Bye.